Welcome back to Disco Elysium.
Or as the title says, welcome to Revachol. Ready for this? Because here comes the voice acting.
Indeed.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I want to know more about that X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
No, I want to get off now. I like the pain, the burning light, and wanting things from people who don't want to give things to me.
Do you really?
I just want to like jokingly say number one to see where it goes, but I think number two would be the better choice.
Which, are you sure you want to go number 2? I have no idea what'll happen if you hit 1. I think it'll just loop you back around, but that's just me thinking.
Number 2.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
You got that wrong. Because I don't think that was the word. You said pour so much on yourself, not over yourself. So even the voice lines are wrong.
Ah.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
And there's your skill kicking in. Also, here, look. There you go. There's your check. It needed to be an 8. You hit 9 on the roll.
Oh, so that's what you meant by, like, secret rolls.
Yep. And if this didn't succeed, you'd never see this.
Oh. Would we still be getting the same choices?
Probably not. It'd probably change. Probably something else.
Wait, I did this to myself?
Yes, your one disco mother.
I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me! There's a head attached to my neck, and I'm in it!
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Somebody, help me! Cut off my head! I'm busy trying to murder the rest of me!
Is that the one you want?
Yes!
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Open your eyes! Oh boy!
You had a fun night from the look of it. Whew, boy. All right.
And is that us in the bottom corner?
Yeah, that is the character portrait. But we have no idea what we look like at the moment. Because we don't remember our face, if you recall.
Oh. How about
Let me just zoom out here. There we go. Here are all our interactables.
let's try to grab that tie.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
So
What is...
here's the thing, right? So here's where we have the checks that we can see. So right now it's telling you it's a medium chance to just grab the tie. And when you hover over it, 58% chance to succeed right now.
Let's go.
You want to? All right.
Yep.
You swoop
nice.
up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Well, since I just woke up from being passed out who knows how long, I do not want to turn on the lights because that may like blind or disorient me. So,
I like your thinking.
let's just go into the bathroom. Maybe like splash some water on our face and like try to wake ourselves up a bit.
Well, let me quick do this. Oh, it's already equipped. Perfect. We're sitting here with just a necktie and our underwear and some socks. I think.
Okay. So we have 4 health and 2 morale.
All right. Let's save. So we have it. All right. So the little dots, I believe, are usually just like details that you can see.
Okay. And you said you played up to the 3rd day?
I did, but because of the way you can play the game, a lot of events could be shuffled around as to how far in the case or side quests you get.
Okay, and you decided to stop there because you're like, oh, this is too good. I want to play this on the channel.
That, yes. It was that, and I'm like, oh, there's a full voice acting option coming out. Then we definitely have to do it.
Okay, so let's look at the bathtub first.
You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors.
Huh.
So the sink isn't clickable, but we could look at the mirror, see what we look like. I guess.
Okay, let's look at the mirror.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really? All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
How much would that check?
It was an either 8, like the previous one for this one. You nailed it with a 10.
Maybe I should touch my face and make sure there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, Then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Honk! I'm gonna honk my nose. I'm sorry.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Check to see if my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Wipe the mirror now.
Behold.
Oh, we're not that horrible.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of a face of a superstar. I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it may be the face of a superstar.
This one, right? First one?
Yep.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm a penis meant for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens.
I promise. Lie.
You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Electrochemistry has got a good chance. You might be able to stop it with encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
Well, here's the other thing. So before we do this,
Yes.
we had other clothing laying around, and that other clothing might be able to make this better, and we can always come back to this.
Let the mirror be from now.
Like I think this is a shirt. Yep.
Okay, let's look in the mirror again and try to stop smiling.
There's still more here.
I know, but
Oh, you want to do it anyway?
yeah, but would pants help?
I don't know what their stats are off the top of my head, so they might.
Oh, okay, so let's smile in the mirror.
You want to get the pants or no?
The pants later.
All right. We'll give it a shot then. We got a 13% chance. Not great, but possible.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Hey, 17
In it,
now.
your face.
That's what it was
Let's-
before, I think.
With the
Or was it
expression.
13?
Let's just try to stop this smiling with choice 1.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
You
let
want to give the
there be.
impossible chance?
No.
So,
Let's-
one other thing. Those were white checks, right?
Uh-huh.
If we level up the skill associated with that check, that will unlock and we can try again later.
Okay. But I like smiling,
All right.
even if it's a weird and creepy smile.
All right.
I want to be a particular smiling cop.
Oh boy.
Let's
Don't-
put on.
Don't try it on the ladies. Whatever you do.
Oh,
You
I
hear
want.
a jingle.
Lie.
Keys
Lie.
are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them
It
out.
says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay. Jacket over here. Oh, whoops. Nope. Come on. I'm hitting things I shouldn't be hitting. There's a broken window.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Investigate that.
Yes, sir.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus, go!
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break them? Look at hands.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like
My
the
guess
green
is
shoe
either a
that's
brick
on the
or
hat
shoe.
in the corner,
Oh,
which,
okay.
coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Okay.
Congratulations.
It's a shoe.
You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me?
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl from the cold.
This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty.
So, how about a bottle of Commodore 64?
We could get 64 bottles of Commodore Red. Looks like
Ooh.
someone tore out the tape while this song was playing.
Can we get the tape?
Reel-to-reel tape player is still on. It's still on, rolling empty. We can get this. Yes, we can get a tape.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get our shoe. One shoe.
Limited rainfall. 28 degrees centigrade with limited... Huh. So, how do we get outside?
There's a door right here.
Okay,
There's something on the table.
okay.
Free money.
Yeah!
40 cents. Or real.
Let's get a shoe then.
So there is a bug, and I don't know if this is still active after all these updates. In which case I'm probably going to quick save this before we do this. Because there are times I did this in my playthrough and I got too far to fix it.
Yes.
When we pick up this shoe, sometimes it doesn't link up the way it's supposed to. Because when you pick it up, it's supposed to become a pair of shoes in your inventory. In my playthrough, it was still stuck as two separate shoes.
And it could not function?
I could not wear them. I could wear one and not the other, and they didn't give stat bonuses like they're supposed to.
Oh, okay. So, let's try that.
The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Yep, there we go. They're good.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so wait, what are we getting right now? One to a spirit to corpse. One to conceptualization, but -1 to suggestion. -1 savoir-faire, but +1 electrochemistry. Oh, that would have helped us try to stop the expression. 1 inland empire on the on the horrific necktie.
Uh-huh.
And the greenskin shoes. Oh, cool. Disco ass blazer. Halogen watermarks, give it the spirit to corpse. Looks like someone skinned their blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back of the right sleeve.
Huh.
White satin shirt. +1 conceptualization, a real statement to wear. -1 suggestion, an unsavory odor. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. Flare cut trousers. Savoir-faire plus -1, tight around the thighs. +1 electrochemistry, tight around the crotch. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normally bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut. But these are far from normal. They're someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. Horrific necktie, +1 Inland Empire, a vivid imagination. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow it feels as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You'll betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. And then our green snakeskin shoes. +1 composure. Awesome watchtower heels. And -1 savoir-faire. Heels ridiculously high. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Oof.
Let's go talk to that woman.
Do you want to listen to the radio first? Because it's sitting there right before her.
Radio later?
I mean, we can. Oh, never mind. I thought it was highlighted before. Guess not.
Hello, officer.
The calendar says March. The year is 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman, chief executive officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
Officer is my stage name, right? I can see myself middling disco artist. The officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
She looks you in the eye.
Goddamn right, I'm a police officer, and don't you forget it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
No need to be alarmed. I was just getting into character, you know.
Okay.
She breathes in the silvery smoke.
Whoa. Something wants to come out of you. A bit of vomit. Thankfully, you keep it down, because your body does not control you.
Wait, was that damage when like a bit of vomit wants to come out?
I believe... No, this is volition, I think, that gives you your health. So it could have done damage, though, I think.
Oh, okay, because it said endurance, though. Okay,
Yeah.
How did you know I'm a police officer?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
Oh, right. No, you're right. The endurance, I believe, is health. I think volition is your morale.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
17%! Because you picked goddamn right I'm a police officer, you got a +1 on this. But you only got one shot. It's a red check.
I see that, but let's try the expression.
All
Number
right.
3.
I just wanted to make sure that was the one.
Try.
Oh!
Come on.
Wow!
Why are you still doing this?
Come on. I'm deaf, diller, bloated, goner, and still. Does the longing ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She says it so matter-of-factly.
She puts out her cigarette. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you. a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
Oh, what
The
century?
current century?
And that's what? The number.
Centuries don't have numbers, they have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
She grins.
Okay, tell me something else.
Yeah?
Those words, tell me something else, feel like something you've said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
Your room is next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room 3.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow,
What hap-
sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean in a cool way, like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Oh, that is so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It surprised me to hear this. Tell me there was more.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
So it's only been like 3.5 hours since that time. Or 4.5, depending on when.
What is this place? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No. Where are we? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Revachol forever.
Forever and ever.
And ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Autosave.
Perfect. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma, you feel like a smoker. Especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I should not do that.
I like the option is make that priority one.
Oh, wait. I should not do that. I misread that. I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
So
Plus,
did
smoking them gives massive bonuses.
so did I fuck up by making myself a smoker?
I mean, you made yourself physical, which just in general increased that. However, I believe the pants are increasing it by 1, so it's being more annoying. It's gonna pop up more often.
So if I would have said no right away, I wouldn't have had the side mission to smoke a cigarette.
The weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe de le Monde. If you had said no,
yes,
you probably would have just ignored that entire prompt, I think.
Okay, so I wouldn't have gotten the side mission to smoke cigarettes.
Probably, yeah. It probably would have ignored that. But I mean, you can ignore that mission all the way if you want to.
Okay.
Down we go.
And do we get any sort of, what do we spend experience on? Since we currently have about 20?
We gain experience. Let's see here. I can't even look at that yet. Oh, here we go. So we have a level, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we don't. We don't have enough skills to level up yet. But we have 25. Once we hit 100, we get a level up point to put into one of these skills.
Okay.
And as far as I'm aware, I don't think this ever changes. I think it always stays at 100. So it just takes 100 XP to level up each time.
Okay. Let's talk.
Samodora closed for winter.
So it's winter. What's that with those two right in front of us?
This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic is just waiting for someone to sing into it.
Let's talk to the bartender.
Let's look at this thing first, but then we'll do that.
Okay.
The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard, through a PA system, by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
I was thinking I should sing something happy.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Finish slot.
Alright, let's go talk to our bartender boy.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Okay, what's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
Look at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean by my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Leave?
If you just for the record's sake, we could go back into that and use the other options if you would want to.
Oh, I thought it was like grayed out, meaning I couldn't go into it anymore.
No, it means that you have done it once.
Oh, okay, so let's go. Let's look at the stuffed bird.
A competent looks like something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Alright, same
Why
thing.
don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop. I talk to whoever I please.
He pretends not to hear you,
Same reaction.
concentrating
Okay.
on the bird instead.
Oh, are you the bartender?
Oh, you want to go back to that one? Sure.
The man,
No,
I-
I'm.
he's very animated all of a sudden.
Okay.
This
Understood.
seems
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Oh, okay.
All right. What else do we got?
Is there anything we can get in here before we talk to our buddy?
The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Well, we can pick up whatever this is.
Yes.
Nose fed. Oh, perfect. Health.
Hey!
This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. The sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 13 o'clock." Or 1300, whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah.
The sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Door opens at 16 o'clock."
Old woman! Let's talk to her!
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods to the man in the orange bomber jacket.
Yeah, I guess we will be talking to our buddy on the next episode of Disco Elysium.
I don't know. We should talk to this drunk first.
Okay. Let's talk to the drunk first.
A man. Oh, wow. Okay, it didn't kick in. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of the shirt reads, "Wild Pines," encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Leave.
Oh, you don't want to wake him up?
No. So next time on Disco Elysium, we'll be talking to our partner.
Mm-hmm.